1. Okay. Let's see if that did anything. I hope so. Should all be on track 1. Man, I don't hear anything or anything.
YouTube's delayed anyways.
Yeah, it's delayed. So I'm very curious.
Thanks. On that video, I'm still drumming.
Yeah, I don't know why this is on random audio tracks. Okay, so I'll be on 1. Goddamn! We have audio!
Yay! I'm gonna blast everybody's eardrums out. Oh.
My audio is up pretty high too, so, but okay, it sounds like it's got an echo. Goddamn! We have audio! Alright, so.
I'm gonna blast everybody's eardrums out.
Alright, I'm gonna make sure with just that one that it's still working.
Oh, I'm so.
Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. That sounds much better.
Yay.
See how much better quality that is?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, no more weirdness.
Oh my god.
I fixed it. I fucking fixed
You
it.
fixed it.
I'm the best. I told you I wasn't gonna stop until I fix this issue.
You're as stubborn as I am.
Yeah. I can be stubborn about technology.
And I'd be like, look, it's not just me. Technology hates me. This is proof.
Mm-hmm.
I got all screwed up. Didn't do it.
Mm-hmm. And now you can put on Twitter, you're like, hey, I've done live streaming.
I don't know how to do that.
I do.
It used to be a setting where once you were
It'll do it
streaming, it would do it
automatically?
automatically, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Where are my little curvy scissors? I'm kind of screwed. I messed up this one little spot.
Uh-huh. I'll give you the link to the YouTube on your phone. Share. Copy. Alright, I sent you the link to your YouTube stream on Telegram.
Okay. Let me just double check that's not already posted.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Yay. Good stuff.
Goody. I did it.
Yay.
It's fixed now for good.
I don't know about for good. That's not real wood.
No!
Okay, that's real wood. Yay. So yes, thank you everybody for coming to the stream. Now that everything's all working and cooperating and stuff, and I can actually talk to you all instead of trying to type because I'm horrible at it. I retweeted it.
Nice.
going on this piece right here. It's like shredding on me. What happened?
This is the old one. It got to it's a live, not a live recording, I think. There we go. It was behind.
Oh.
It was playing up to the point where we started screaming.
Oh.
So yeah, if I do this, then we hear
It's like, no.
the audio. We don't really need this, though.
Okay.
We can just close that window.
Okay.
So it takes off less resource from the computer.
Okay.
Okay, so now you just have
I wish they had timestamps on this chat.
You do.
You do? Where?
I'm Kermon.
Popcorn.
I think. All the timestamps. Okay.
Ah.
So what is just my command?
Okay, she already answered. Sorry,
I for you.
Well, your text will get on there before my answers on the stream.
That is true. Oh my god, Mom. She's like, send me this. I'm like, what is this? I click on it.
It's Bliss. Oh yeah, Ava foam can be really great for head bases. I've actually made a couple heads out of Ava foam at this point. And I like it much better than working with resin bases and working with cushion foam. I like the combination actually of doing Ava foam and cushion foam with a little bit of thermoform plastics if you want to do like a hinged head. So This is not my first head doing something like this, but I just like Ava foam because it's so easy to carve out. Carve out shape, very organic shapes can be made. So I'm kind of pushing things to the extreme with this chicken head. I'm really like putting a lot of detail into the foam and making it look like actual textured skin. So you know firsthand how nice Ava foam heads are with your burb.
Yeah, you want to pull that out. You want me to.
I'm sure you won't mind.
No, I do want to talk about it. Just go for it.
Eventually I want to use my Ava foam build for the model for the wicker beast, and I want to use that to make my wicker beast. Just whenever that is.
Yeah.
Whenever I have time and money for that. Actually, I think at this point I have all the fur for it.
You can just put all the birds staring at you on the desk, the table behind you.
And the cheese wedge. And the cheese wedge.
Yeah. I guess I can't exactly help monitor stream if I'm okay rain, but I should only be over here for a little bit more.
Oh yeah. I recommend Ava foam for so many different kinds of builds.
Ava foam.
It's miracle foam.
It is a miracle.
I wish I had this when I first started doing cosplay. You lucky kids.
A bird.
Another bird.
A bird.
Another bird has appeared. Oh man, look what you started.
I started bird thing. Bird is now happening.
Bird is
Bird.
Don't do that. I think I did a derp with this one. I shouldn't have glued it together yet.
Oh.
I think I did a lot of the carving before I glued it.
Oh. And now it's harder to
Harder to get in there.
That's why I like using my little smaller pointy tip dribbles. I don't like the flat round ones like that.
I need the flat edges so I can do the carving.
That makes sense.
I can't remember now if the Mano Kit Tsunami, if I made that one out of Ava foam, or if that was a flex foam cast.
I could not tell you. I don't know if you've done any of the EVA foams, like the whole build. Have you?
Well, originally,
You use them just for casting, like molds from.
yeah, but I don't know where the original Ava foam model went in order to make the mold. Like, I don't know if I ended up using it to make the tsunami head, or if I did a flex foam carve. I think it was a flex foam carve.
Mm. I was like, did you take work in progress pictures of it?
At some point, long time ago. Stop it! Stop grabbing the foam.
Yeah. Someone asked, what are the sort of less popular picked species that you've done?
What?
What are the less popular picked species have you done? As I'm assuming a fursuit.
A finished fursuit or a resin or a head model as far as in our store?
I would say probably finished costume is what they would be referring to.
Less popular finished costume.
You've done like
just a head or a fully finished costume. I did a lot of head commissions.
yeah,
Just heads.
one of my favorite like unique transformations of a base you've done was that like sugar glider.
Yeah, and I don't think that one's very not so much well received, but it just isn't recognized as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sugar glider. I had a custom dye that frickin' hair. It was NFT, and I had to dye it myself.
Heck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've dyed just like Antron fleece, but I haven't tried dyeing fur. Though it's easier to dye NFT than it is anything else.
Yeah,
Like, it's
I
made for
had
that.
there was a tail, not commission, but it was like a reward for something that we did. We did like this little like, I don't know, raffle or something. It's just, I think it was based on retweets, and then we said we'd pick a name, and we picked somebody, and they had a character that had a yellow tail. It was like a fox tail, but the color yellow did not exist at the time, so I custom color dyed white fur to make it yellow.
Is it like a banana light yellow color?
Yeah. I mean, that exists now,
It
but
exists
back
now,
then
yes,
it didn't.
but no god. I was trying
Yeah.
to find a light yellow color to do Leafeon with, so I know that struggle. And that was in 2009.
Yeah, this was 2012 or 11.
Yeah, I had to use some not appropriate fur for that project. I couldn't stain it down. It was stuck like long everywhere. I mean, it was short out fur, but it made the face look weird.
Yeah.
I could turn that off. Redeem. Oh god, you know,
I'm sure it's not gonna bother anybody compared to the silent of a loud Dremel. You still want to do Genghis today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you verify that the coupon's still works today?
Yeah, through Sunday.
Sweet.
I remember it said through Sunday. I don't know whether or not it really is working or not. I haven't checked.
I got the same email, I think, so. We're in the east again? I don't know how it's spelled.
G-E.
G-H, yes. Here's the says now work through Sunday.
What?
The promo code is still Tuesday though, which is funny.
Yes, I have 2 small dogs. I have a Chihuahua and a Pomeranian. In fact, Rune is just sitting right there. Being
Can't
a
see it in the
potato.
stream. You see his ear.
Potato butt.
Rune.
Wiggles.
No.
Wiggle.
I called them. They heard the name.
Come to hand. Oh my god, your tail!
Where's the fucking...
How do you get covered in so many seed pods? Why do you do this? You need a bath. You need a bath. You smell like dog.
Yes, yes he does.
Oh, you may. Wow, it smells like dog. It's your Wawa. Whoa, back scratches. Mm. Okay. Yeah, then they run.
They run.
They run. Oh, I missed. It's a bad throw. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Come on. Drop it. Come on, Brookie, drop it.
Drop yourself.
Drop yourself. Awkward angles.
Good, you did it.
I did it.
You did it.
I did it.
Sends him running.
All of a few seconds.
Yeah.
Whew. Damn it.
You can stream again. It's so great.
Huh?
You can stream again. It's so
I
great.
know. It's so long.
Like, I can't believe you were really barely even able to stream. You had the nice internet at the other house.
I know. I'm guessing this one's working pretty good.
It is. It's working great. This is
Wow.
paused. It's
Oh,
paused.
okay.
So
like-
I figured I wouldn't want to use up more resources on the network than I have to. Like actively downloading this stream.
Yeah, that is sad that I had a better connection at the other house, and yet I'd constantly
Yeah, you
lose
couldn't
signal.
stream.
But I was also wireless.
Well, yeah, but like.
So it makes me hate living out in the country a little less.
Yeah, right. Same.
Like, I really don't ask for much. I just wanted internet. I don't need cable. I don't need anything else. I just want good internet. That's all I want. That's all I need to be happy out here. far as technology goes. I don't care about anything else.
Yeah, I don't care where I go, as long as I have internet and my motorcycle.
Yep.
I care a little bit. It's Texas, after all. It's trying to kill me.
Well, as far as technology, air conditioning.
Yes, that is definitely a need.
I am very happy that my AC is putting up with this 100-degree weather and still keeping it cool in the house.
Did I seriously lose my little scraper?
What's a scraper?
The little plastic thing they squeegee.
I don't know.
I've been using it this whole time.
I don't know.
Where'd it go?
I don't know. I didn't touch anything up there.
No, you didn't. Oh, it's underneath the sticker. I found it. The one thing I did not look under. I looked under everything else. I'm like, it can't possibly be under there.
Oh, but it was.
Yeah.
But it was.
But it was.
But it was. God damn it.
Good noise.
That was not a good noise. I keep hitting this one section. It keeps grabbing it, tearing it.
I'm gonna ask, how long does it usually take on a mask?
This is not a usual mask.
Right? I know. Like, anywhere from like 20 hours to 100 hours. Something like that.
I don't know. I haven't exactly done any normal masks lately, so... I mean, the Tricos also were not normal. Those are the most recent ones that I finished. Yeah, about the puppetry and electronics and stuff in them.
Oh, Curlworks is in the chat.
Woo! Okay.
You want more popcorn?
No, I'm good. I don't want spoiled dinner.
Someone says you should wear a mask because of all the red dust.
It's not that much.
No, it's just like ventilating in.
Yeah. If I was doing way more carving, yeah, I would totally be wearing a respirator. But this is, it's not even spritzing up on my face. Or on my glasses, for that matter. That's what a lot of artists say. Do as we say, not as we do. If I was using like a regular sanding drum, where you have the interchangeable little sanding bits to it, then I'd be wearing a respirator because it takes huge chunks of foam out. Or with my ceramic sanding disc I'm using right now, it's actually more melting the foam than it is taking it away.
Yeah. That is.
So it's very clean.
Come here.
Yalla. Tighten this up a little bit. again.
Oh, bad. There's a bad noise. The bad noise.
It's always the same spot.
I don't like that spot.
Don't like that spot. So in case you're wondering why I keep using the heat gun, anytime you sand the foam, you're technically opening up the pores. So after I sand a spot, I use the heat gun and I close them back up. It like melts the foam partially and seals it. So you get a nice smooth surface.
I can't wait to start working with more with EVA foam.
I can't wait to start working with it too. It's great stuff, especially if you got the good stuff and not the cheap craft foam.
Yeah, I guess I could always sit here and start trying to pattern this sucker.
Yeah.
As I considered it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
do it.
yeah. Just do it!
Eh.
Just do it!
Mm. I'm busy.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Well, I finished packing up my last sticker here in a sec.
Oh, yeah, I sold that so long ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if the video's been like reposted somewhere on some kind of social media, but I've had a lot of people responding to the like 2 toothless videos I have. And everybody's just like, how did you make this tutorial? Or is it for sale? Or can I have this for my birthday? You know, all that kind of stuff all over again. And I'm just like, this thing is like 10 years old.
10 years old?
10 years ago.
Oh my god, you're right, because I was shouting Leah. That was in 2010.
10 years ago.
That was 10 years? No, I feel old. Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to yourself? My god. Yes. I'm gonna answer the question. I'm gonna type.
Okay. Cut this at an angle. That's better.
Jiller's in the chat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yay! done dremeling for now. Which one is it?
Question, do you have any tips for attaching elastic to the inside of a cosplay head to make a moving job, but can't seem to firmly attach it to the cardboard inside? Oh no!
Oh no!
What's your problem? You're using cardboard.
Yeah.
Don't do that. It's not going to give it a stiff enough base to
Cardboard's
do
not
anything with.
solid enough. Trying
It's
to
okay,
think.
I used cardboard for my first costume. Not for the head, but for the wings. I tried to make like a backpack base out of cardboard that I stapled the elastic to. That's how I made Charizard's wings.
I'm at least proud of myself that I started with plastic mesh used for yarn work.
Better than cardboard.
Better cardboard. Look, I knew cardboard. Because I used to build cardboard
Hen
things.
wife.
That's
what they're calling your chicken.
What? Hen wife?
I'm going to chime in. Hen wife.
Well, it is a hen. I used to make
Hen wife is life.
because I used to make cardboard things for my pets as a kid, like puzzles and stuff like that for my ferrets to like run through, and I made a sled out of cardboard.
Wait,
I was really proud
a
of.
human sled?
No, a ferret sled.
Oh, okay.
It was a sled house because it had a house section to it, and then it had a front porch area to it, and it had 2 skis that I made out of cardboard, and I covered them in tape so they didn't get wet.
Jill says, a peck on your cheek, a kiss on her beak.
Oh my gosh. I attract so many chicken nerds. A good looking chicken. Now I gotta remember, how did I glue this eyeball thing on? I know I did a little bit at a time, but I'm trying to remember how the frick did I do it. It's been a couple days. Move this over here. I'm going to move your head out of here because now I'm working with hot glue.
That's fair.
Do not want to get glue on that by accident.
That would be sad.
Do not want.
Joke's going into the bird, okay.
Do not want. In fact, do not want this hot glue. Do not want. Ugh. That popping noise.
Oh, God. So, yeah, I have this stuff that's the rapid fill to fill in pores on EVA foam. Might be something you find useful for this project. If you can use it.
Yeah, I gotta get the. There's like
I
hot
have a
glue.
thing. And it can be sandable, I think.
Oh, it's like I see where it's jammed in there.
Yes, easy to sand.
Excuse me, but I tried to declog my hot glue gun. So a piece of hot glue jammed right between the trigger and the pull slot. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh is not good.
Well, for a second there, I wasn't moving.
You need a new hot glue gun.
I do. I don't know what happened to my Athens hot glue gun, because that's my good one. This is my little cheap one I bring the cons I don't care about when I gotta do repairs. I mean, I can try looking at my toolbox and see if it's in there.
Your little rolly toolbox?
Yeah.
I can look.
Please. Because I hate this thing.
I think I need you back. This is a big bucket of Loctite.
For all the freaking feathers for the Hawks cosplay.
I know.
Giant ass bucket of glue.
First aid.
First aid kit's very important.
Your arrow gun is in here.
My what?
Arrow.
Arrow.
Arrow. I have an arrow, not like this, but there's this one.
Oh. I guess that's what I normally bring the cons, because it doesn't have a precision nozzle to it.
Right. Well.
I guess my Athens hot glue gun died at some point, and yeah, because I have all like the little nozzles and stuff for it. I was going to replace this one with one of those, and I was like, wait a minute, this is not the right hot glue gun. I'm just going to clear it out, and hopefully it'll work.
It's going to frustrate you. I'm going to call it now. Well, there's that one. I don't know if there's anything else that would. A lot of feathers. Pieces.
Yeah, it's all. I can put this up for sale too, because those feathers are all one side of the wing, so I can't use them.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's a giant glob right there. Come on.
There's a mold in here for a dragon. Joss it.
That was used for when I was doing casting at home.
Some other electrical device. What is this? Oh, it's like God. What? A Dremel? What is this? Giant Dremel thing.
Oh, that's my Dremel sander.
Wow.
That's normally what I use. It's got a controlled
It's got a flex shaft.
It's got a flex shaft and a foot control, so I can control the
I
speed.
see the foot control. Neat. I didn't know they made that because like I have a Dremel.
And my mom got me that for
with
Christmas.
the flex shaft, but it's just like a normal Dremel like that we have in the standing area.
I probably should have used that while I was doing this, not the giant ass Dremel. But I'm used to holding heavy objects in precision.
That's all you got.
They may have left a dislike whenever we couldn't get the audio to work, because it took 15, 20 minutes?
No, I think like a half an hour.
I was trying to be positive about it, because I'm not counting the first part where we started.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
So, about 20 minutes for us to get the audio to work. What the frick happened?
I touched this. Something fall?
No, they ran out that way like they're alerted to something.
Maybe it was the ice maker. I don't know!
My dogs get alerted at things at the drop of a hat. So, let's see this. Oh my god, this works so much better now. Oh,
good.
I fixed it.
I'm glad.
I fixed it. Because before, it was not working. It made me very angry. I mean, I like using hot glue when I attach things, but it depends on the material you're attaching it to. Where is my canned air? Right. There.
Yeah. Ooh, my stick orders are done.
Nope, it's doing it again.
Nope, fail. Worked better for like a second.
Mm-hmm. It was feeding properly, and now it's doing that thing where it's not.
Rude.
Very.
Today, I get to go through my store and add the option to flip the design facing the other way to each of the listings. It's going to take all day.
Oh boy. Try to glue this again, make it a little bit tighter. Oh, I hate you. I might have to use that other hot glue gun.
Someone says, wow, it looks amazing so far.
Yay! That's better. Oh, I hate you, hot glue gun. Like, it feels just fine when I'm using two hands on it.
Ooh.
Like, I'm having to, like, push it while I'm pulling the trigger, and it's just not gripping and feeding in the hot glue in there right.
That's no good.
That is no good at all. I'm like, it's getting stuck somewhere. It's getting jammed.
What's the white material around the corners of the mouth?
That's just more foam.
Someone says it's DVC magic.
Just a different color of foam. Comes in white and black.
Is that supposed to be that non-rip stuff that you sew through?
No.
That would have maybe been a good idea.
It doesn't come in a thick form.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
But I might take some of that and glue it on the underside.
Underside?
Yeah, and then once I add the plasti dip on top of it, I'm sure that's going to make it like nice and strong. Don't burn the fingers, don't burn the fingers, don't burn the fingers, please.
You sing about it, it won't happen.
Yep. Sing about it won't happen. Please don't burn my fingers. It's very, very hot glue. Ow.
How long do you think the stream will go for?
Until we are hungry.
That won't happen to me though. So it's until you.
Until I am hungry. This one does not eat. Of course, you're still eating popcorn. Stop eating popcorn.
I mean, it's like just the crumbs.
Because you'll never be hungry.
No, I'm never hungry anyway.
But you'll never be hungry if you keep eating popcorn.
I don't know what it's like to be hungry, but I know what it's like to be full. I'm not there yet. I could stick things into my face until I feel that way.
Yeah, I definitely prefer barge cement. I'll probably use this stuff if I have to do any kind of LED type Ava foam projects, but I probably won't use it for anything else.
Clear.
Yeah, it's clear. But I prefer the strongness of my barge, where I know I add heat to it and won't come apart.
Mm-hmm. What is the type of base that it's built on? Is it anything in your shop?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, it is.
It is my songbird base, but has been heavily edited to be a chicken. I have removed a lot of material from the top of the beak and the underside here. It's been taken out, and then I reshaped it with epoxy sculpt. The tip of the beak has been added onto, so it's very, very edited from the songbird. I've had quite a few people interested in chickens now, so I might have to make a chicken base at some point.
Oh my god, dog! Why did you move?
In your bed.
Oh god.
You guys just lay in your bed, you won't get stepped on.
Ow! Wiggles, why? No, it didn't ruin my painted toes. It felt like I stubbed my toe.
I have beds set up.
I'll put a link in the chat for your store.
Oh, okay.
Someone was asking.
Okay. I have time for this part. Don't burn my fingers. Now it's working.
Oh, because we're gonna temporarily make me moderator so I can post links.
Oh.
Because they're blocked by default.
Oh, okay.
I have the power. No, mine. Yeah.
I'm trying my best to make it so you guys can like see angles, but there's certain points where I need to change it so I can see what I'm doing.
Still not letting me type sites on. Manage shit.
I have to use gap fill right here. Can't get the foam to push over.
Oh, no, it's not. Still not letting me? No, let me try this way. You could type it.
Okay.
Well, I'm typing for you.
Okay.
I want to make sure I actually spelled that right. Oh, wait, did it not post it at all? It's not on here yet? Oh, there it is. It's just a little bit delayed. Yeah, I spelled it right. We're good. It works. Off. Somebody's a fan of me, huh? So that's kind of long you've been working on the chicken?
Too long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's been very much a side project amongst other things that are going on between work and my home. So I've only been able to really work on it for maybe max 2 nights a week. So I've been working on this project since somewhere in May. Normally it does not take me as long to do heads. But it's definitely been a different sort of challenges. I've taken on a lot of new ideas and techniques with this build. And I've had a lot of stuff going on with my house with having to get things done outside while the weather's still cool. So anytime I've got free time, I've been mostly working outside, trying to get my property fixed. So, and also, we've had a big problem with a predator on my property killing my chickens. So it's been quite the task of making sure my chickens are safe and the babies are safe and like Fort Knoxing their stuff, helping the neighbors out next door with their goats because I want to have goats in the future. So I've been over there learning some things, and of course they're older people, so usually when I go over there I get stuck in conversations for hours. So three hours later I finally get back home.
Serious.
When I go over there just to like drop something off or, you know, check on the goats and check on my garden over there and stuff like that. So this has been a year of homesteading. It hasn't left me very much time to do crafting. Out there, Hawk Lou. Do not want you on the eyeball.
No.
That's the last thing I want right now.
Yeah, I have hot glue all over realistic Topaz's eyeballs. Those are the temporary eyeballs. I never put the real ones in.
Good job.
So many things I'm not telling that.
That's why they're called person suits.
I know that I brought a bunch of stuff to work on it here, you know, but I don't remember if I actually brought the replacement eyeballs or not.
You brought a lot of things to work on. You haven't worked on anything.
I know. Story of my life.
So I start waking you up when I wake up in the morning so you have time to work on stuff? You're not sleeping until 2 p.m.?
All the paints to do the airbrushing. That's about it. But I gotta fix the broken moving jaw because it was cast way too thin.
Yeah.
It wasn't my fault, my dog. But I should have reinforced it better.
You didn't know at the time.
Nope.
Live and learn.
Apparently Christine is selling that mold now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. She had asked Sora if she wanted to buy it off me. But, like, Sora has no way to cast anything.
Yeah.
Because it was specifically made for Sora when he commissioned her.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that.
Yep. That's the reason that mold even exists. And his ridiculous pickiness. Bird people.
I don't consider that bird people, I consider that Sora.
Yeah, well.
That's just him in general.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen him be more picky about something than when it came to his trying to get an accurate falcon shape. Not only for Kristen to do the head, but for me trying to help him build a reference sheet.
Oh, God.
My goodness. I mean, we got through it. We only really worried about like the head shape. Everything else wasn't as big of a problem. But like, he's also a biologist, and then you want to make sure, right? Falcon, my dog. You really need to get off me. Go lay down.
Alright, put your foot down with him.
Huh?
Tell him you're boss, not him. Yay! Chicken face!
Chicken face!
Chicken face.
That looks really fucking good.
I like chickens.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
But yeah. It's got a frick ton of detail in it. And of course, all this black area is going to be like all fleshy looking. I'm going to put a whole bunch of texture on it. It's definitely look like a chicken.
It does. It's always nice when a bird looks good from the front view.
Unlike the other bird sitting over there with no eyelids.
I'm gonna grab him.
I did a tutorial for this one just the other day.
You're like, oh, it looks so majestic. Derp.
This is what happens when you don't add eyelids.
Derp.
Trust me, this one looked the same way before I had eyelids. So yeah, I'll add eyelids to that one at some point. Hen wife. Oh, they were trying to... Oh, speaking of goats, they were trying to give me a little goat named Hot Rod. He was a little buckling, and oh my god, that goat would get... He got in so much trouble all the time. He was picking on the yearlings and the other babies, and he was going after the females at only like a week and a half old or something like that. And they said, oh, you need Hot Rod. You need to take Hot Rod. Hot Rod's so good. I'm like, good in what way? Entertaining? Yes. Pain in the butt? Yes. In other words, he's going to cause a lot of trouble, and I don't want to deal with it. Now, I got 3 little girls I'm going to be getting from my neighbors. They're little Monoyasha / pygmy goat crosses. So some of them have little itty bitty ears, and some of them have full ears. Some of them have eye stripes. Some of them don't. So, but they have really, really good temperaments. They're super sweet. They're super friendly, and they haven't even been like worked with that much. So, with them also being Monoyasha, there should be good, decent milk producers for a smaller size goat because they're the size of a pygmy, but they have Monoyasha features. They're only not getting in trouble when they're eating or sleeping. Anything between that, they can get in trouble. Okay, so... Oh, I need earlobes. That's what I'm missing. But I wanted to carve those out of a thick piece of foam. Brain farts. What am I doing? And look at my chicken references. Both my screens are occupied on my computer right now, so I gotta look on here.
Oh.
Weird little fatty hen earlobies.
Yeah, you're like, 2 monitors, like, I can do everything. And then you start streaming and you're like, I need more monitors. That's why I put my laptop on my desk.
I mean, technically I can minimize my OBS thing.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Because I don't...
But it's always nice to have a reference of, like, where to, like, look. And...
Yeah. Well, I can worry about that when I need to actually look again. But right now I need my Dropbox. Big screen. So I have my chicken references. Earlobies. Actually, I think instead of working on the earlobies, I'm going to work on the detail work. Start texturizing this thing. Okay. Gun. Depends where you're referring to work. Because I have my full-time job of working at the shop, the company that I own, which I work 5 days a week. And then, like I said, I've had a lot of projects around the house I've had to work on lately, so I'm usually doing something like that until about 7 o'clock, if not 8 or 9 each day, depending on the temperature. And then, of course, the weekends are usually occupied with crafting or doing projects outdoors. So, I'm busy a lot of the time. Just in general. Okay, so I'm gonna try and move this camera so you can get a more close shot. Where is my... over camera. Okay. Actually, wait, not this. Where is my foam? Need to do more transitional blending first. No, I live in Texas. It says motorcycles. It's going to be a little bit of a hybrid chicken. It's a based off a Buff Orpington, and it's going to have more of like a Rhode Island red / well summer colors, so more like oranges and reds in it. I need a little cup of water because I heard it works better with water. Yeah, that stuff's really cool. It's something that TNT Cosplay makes. And it's kind of like a liquefied version of Ava foam, so you can use it to kind of naturally blend in where your creases were for the foam. So that's what I'm doing. These little fleshy bits. But it's an air dry clay, so you gotta make sure you keep it sealed. Yeah, this is actually my first time using this. I watch a lot of cosplayers who use this material. Kamui cosplayer is one of my favorites. But she makes some really good, just detailed tutorials on how to do a bunch of different things. And I was like, when I saw this, I went to TNT Cosplay to check it out for the first time, which is a local cosplay store. I was just like, ooh, I want some! And they just got a shipment in. They kept selling out of it. But I haven't had any projects to use it on. Until now. 2 years later. I think also Punished Props did a really good tutorial about this stuff too. They're testing out of using it like in molds and things.
Oh yeah, I did see that one actually.
Yeah, they like froze it after they put the mold, and then they pulled it out, see what it did, and then they tried like putting it in water.
Yeah.
After it molded it,
disintegrated.
it just like completely disintegrated. I'm like, why would you think that would work? You see how it reacts when you add water to it. It's like me adding water to it, you can see it kind of liquefies a little bit on the surface, which is why it blends so well. Oop, didn't mean to squish that. Yeah, it's the Ava Clay stuff. Oh yeah, Punished Props too. Bill Duran. He's pretty cool. Like I like watching a lot of creators. Like I like watching Kamui, Punish Props, Evil Ted, of course, anything that Adam Savage puts out because he's such a fun-loving guy. He's just so enthusiastic about everything. He's very entertaining to watch. Very passionate. Gonna put that in there. Oh, don't touch the other side. Now, honestly, what really sold me on the idea that this is going to work is watching Kamui cosplay. She was doing a shield for Bridget from League of Legends or something like that, or maybe maybe it was a freaking game that everybody's obsessed with from Blizzard. That's the
Overwatch.
Overwatch, yes. Yes.
That's one.
Yes. She had, I don't know if it's an original design or a crossover, but it was like a Diablo armored outfit. So on her shield, she had like a Diablo head.
Huh.
And it was like, Kamui used this for almost the entire build besides the base frame made of Ava foam, and she did all the ridges and details.
Like, Overwatch, or maybe from Blizzard, the Heroes of the Storm. There's a bunch of different popular
I don't know.
all of their IPs.
Someone says Overwatch.
Well.
But yeah, I saw like all the detail work she did for that shield and made the Diablo head and used the it wasn't TNT cosplay, it was their international version of the clay. And she was able to do all that detail, and I was like, yeah, that'll work out good for the chicken. Chicken. That will be great. Because I've only done, like, very small things with the foam clay so far, where I'm like, I'm going to make a little spike. And
yeah.
And then I, like, tried to attach a piece of Ava foam, and it, like, fell off. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess it doesn't work on Ava foam. And then I ended up finding out later from other people, oh, you got to add water first. I'm like, ow.
Ow.
Ow. Because, I mean, there's not really any instructions on this little container on how to use the stuff, so... They're just like, figure it out for yourself. I'm like, ah.
done making stickers today. I want to make more. It is 2 pocket shirts for kids. Cute. Oh, they want different ones besides Blue the Raptor. They want Charlie and the female from Jurassic Park 3.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Something different.
Something different! I like different.
I'll dare by like second most famous raptor.
Me.
In
Second
dress.
most favorite.
Yeah. Clever girl.
Oh.
How dare.
Should be wearing my crafty girl shirt.
But you're not crafting.
No. You should be wearing my crafty girl shirt.
Don't want to taint it.
With your gross.
Yeah, my crafting.
Your crafty.
Technically, I shouldn't be wearing the shirt that I'm wearing now, but I didn't think I was going to be doing messy stuff today. I am loving this foam. It's looking so good. It's blending. I'm glad I didn't herp-a-derp and start doing the texture before I did this. That would sucked. But now I'm going to have to wait for this to dry before I can do really much else. Oh, I gotta do the waddle blending. I forgot about the waddles. Okay. I make a ton of different species, realistic and made-up creatures. And skull creatures. But I mean, most of the things I make are in our web store, and they are do-it-yourself projects. So we sell like the parts and pieces so you can build things yourself. It's very rare that I actually make finished projects like this one here, and there's something that I take on the whim whenever I have the time to do so. So I am not a full-time fursuit maker.
Not anymore.
Nope.
Never again.
It's not so much like a never again thing, it's just I don't have the time for it anymore.
Oh, some of that's in the Dutch Interruption base, and I'm like, you had one here, but you put it back to the shop.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, usually the couple of random bases I have here are ones that I have to do tutorials for, or I'm working on doing extra builds onto that base, whether it be like jaw sets, tongues, ears. But I don't usually have too many bases at home. My shop is not my home. My shop is a completely different place. Well, it's getting there. Almost knocked over the water. Hey, got a finger. Actually, no, this is pretty easy to smooth out. I do find that adding water to the Ava foam first and then putting the foam clay on top seems to help a lot with the blending. And then, of course, I'm putting water on top of that after I've put the clay on there. And I'm just constantly just smoothing it out and just kind of mushing that edge into itself and just adding more and more water to those edges. And then it really softens it. It's kind of hard to tell how well it's actually blended in just because there's different colors. But I can tell you, once I get texture on this and I start sealing it with the plastic dip, you're not going to be able to tell the transitional differences between the Ava foams and the foam clay. It blends remarkably well. Like, I wish I had this material back in the day when I was doing stuff, because it makes things so much easier. And this head is so lightweight. Like, I'm adding all of this stuff onto it, but the ounces are minimal as far as what it's adding on there. Like, I would have done this in epoxy sculpt before, and it would have been so heavy. But yeah, this is how it's turning out so far. I'm blending all the different pieces of Ava foam together, so it actually looks like real fleshy bits. But I'm probably going to go ahead and just end the stream here because I want to try to get some food. And I'm going to have to wait for this foam clay to dry, which might take overnight. So I can't really work on this head anymore at this point. It's pretty much going to be a lot of me working on this for like a few hours here and there, and then having to stop because the materials are going to start taking a lot of time to actually dry and cure. Because after this is dried, I'm going to be doing a shiz ton of texture using puffy paint in order to give it that, I don't know how to explain it, it's just kind of like cell texture that skin has. Chickens tend to have it around their wattles, combs, and eyes. And I want to add that on here and then finally do the plasti dip. And then I can start doing some painting. And then after I do all that, then I can start adding the fur transition and the hood. And I'm going to do some feather and fur punching into this fleshy material to make the blending into the actual fur, which blends into the feathers. So, yeah. Everybody's asking me how long does it take me to normally do heads. Normal heads is about 4 days of work. And I say days, I mean full days, like 12-hour day of working on a mask. This one is taking a lot longer because there's just so much going into it. But it's going to look really, really good afterwards. I mean, my tricot heads were the same way. It took me, because I still have my full-time job, it took me 3 or 4 weeks to make just the head of one of the tricots because it had so much detail in the face, and I had to do a lot of like wiring, puppetry type techniques, building mechanisms inside the heads. And then it came down to the paint job. It was like 7 layers of paint on the beak of the tricots in order to get that like really pretty aesthetic, that realism. So yeah, I haven't done a normal head in quite a while. I think my pre-made pink circle and my pre-made blue griffin were the last simplistic heads I did. And even those ones I was trying out new techniques. Like the circle was a flex foam head I wanted to make with a moving jaw but with resin eyes, so that was something different. And then the griffin, I did a lot of editing to that base as well. So, yeah. But yeah, I highly recommend TNT Cosplay for your cosplay supplies. No, I'm not promoted by them, but I will recommend them because they are super nice people. They're really, really helpful with any questions you have, and it's just been a pleasure working with them. I haven't been there in a while because I haven't needed to buy any more cosplay materials because all of my cosplay projects have been on hold from everything being canceled. So I'm not really worried about working on that kind of stuff until next year, maybe. Hopefully by fall time I'll have all my like project obligations done, because I want to get this project done, and then I've got another large project to work on for another customer. So yeah. Yeah, if I work on the chicken more, I will do some more live streams, just because it helps keep me more focused. And I will do updates on here now that we can get it to work right off the bat and not waste like 30 minutes trying to get the audio to work. As you see, my dog's kind of died in the background. That's normal. I'm in here crafting and they just turn the lumps. But yes, thank you all for coming to the stream. I mean, it's been a couple years since the last time I did this. But I will try to do my best to keep everybody updated on when I stream again. If it's during the weekdays, it's going to probably be sometime after 8 o'clock. If it's during the weekends, it'll probably be up around this time. Sometime in the middle of the day when it's too hot for me to work. Because between 11 and 7 o'clock, it's too hot for me to work outside now, so... Does anybody have any questions before I stop the stream? I get so focused on my projects, I don't often see what you guys are saying in the chat unless I stop and read through. So I do apologize for that, but I mean, that's kind of the whole point of me doing these streams. That's a good looking chicken. You and your weird raptor hiccups. Can we start doing thingies, Genghis? Order Genghis?
Yes.
Get Genghis? Genghis? We're just gonna take a little bit before we can go pick it up. I want to do more things with this now.
Oh, yeah, the foam clay.
I'm seriously tempted to make that toothless build out of Ava foam, foam clay, and puffy paint scales. And then sealing it with tool dip. Like this. It's really hard to say because I know it would be more permanent if I did it out of freeform air and epoxy sculpt. But I feel like I'd have so much more control if I did it out of Ava foam and this. And I already have the toothless head pattern.
Right.
So it would save me time. Are you referring to the predator bird back there with the eyeballs in it? Because if so, yes. Or are you talking about the Toonie Griffin head? Which also, yes, I made that. And Riley finished it. I made the base for it. I need to brush your tail, and you need a bath. Yeah. Probably won't give you a bath tonight. We'll give you and Rune a bath. You want a bath? You want a bath?
Sure, you
I know you
like
don't.
Dog again.
Huh?
Toby's gonna smell like dog again.
Yeah, but then your house won't smell like dog. Because... Hey, stop being a tease. Give me the ball. Drop it. Good boy. But I can't throw it if you don't give it to me. Yeah. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Thank you. Well, with that, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream. I won't be doing any more streaming tonight, only because it's going to take overnight for this to dry. But if I do have time this week, I will post, and so therefore keep an eye on my YouTube channel. I think it's changed now, and if you want to be notified of my next stream, you have to hit the bell button so you actually get notification, because subscribe is not enough to be notified. Which is dumb. But I guess it makes sense. Bell means being notified. Subscribe just means that when you get on YouTube next, you get to see the newest posts from people you watch.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
People still don't know that by default, though.
I mean, I didn't.
Exactly.
Until people were saying it. Until people were saying in their videos.
To do this.
Yeah. He was
like,
hit the bell.
Obvious enough.
Hit the bell. No, I am not doing a full suit for the chicken. I am just doing a head. This is a trade that I'm doing with my artist friend Crowworks.
Who was in the chat earlier.
Who was in the chat earlier. I think she had to pop off and do something else. But, yeah, this is not a normal type of thing that I do. So it was an exception, and I love chickens, and I've been wanting to do a major edit to one of my bird bases for a while. So I had to jump on the opportunity. I couldn't resist. I was like, looking for somebody who's doing can do a realistic chicken head. I'm like, me. Please pick me. But yes, goodbye everybody. Stay safe and